Hi everyone, Al the Psych here. I'm going to talk today very briefly about a test-taking strategy. So if you're in school, you might want to listen to this. Now, having said that, um, again, this is just informational purposes only. If you take my advice, or actually the advice of the author that I'm going to talk about, and it backfires, don't blame me, okay? But uh, when I was in school, and I'm going back decades, I can just remember, I'd take a test, like a multiple choice test, and there'd be, some answers that I was unsure of. And I remember on more than one occasion, the teachers would say, your first choice is usually your best choice. So whenever I finished the test, I never went back uh, to check on those items that I was kind of unsure about. So I recently read a book called Think Again. It's by Adam Grant. 2021 is when it came out. And one little section of the book mentions that Kaplan, which is the big test prep company, once warned students to exercise great caution if you decide to change an answer. Experience indicates that many students who change answers change to the wrong answer. So apparently what the teachers were telling me when I was in school was the information that they got from Kaplan or something along those lines. However, according to the book that I read, Think Again, um, the author references that a review of 33 studies found that the majority of answer revisions were from wrong to right. So in other words, if you're playing the odds, you want to go back and uh, look at that item and then make the correction if you're kind of hemming and hawing. At least the odds would be in your favor that way. Okay, so there it is. I've maybe saved you from failing your test. Who knows? Now, he gives us a little bit more information. He says, thinking your first answer is correct is called the first instinct fallacy. So it's just kind of instinctual. You're thinking that's got to be the right one. Now, with me, when I remember struggling with it, it was like, I think that's it, but I had that real question in my mind. Um, Sometimes, and we'll go beyond test taking here, sometimes it's difficult for people to admit that they have believed in something that's now considered to be incorrect. So that you can see that the ramifications of this are way beyond um, just test taking. It's more like, okay, so you've held some firm belief in something, and then, down the road, new research comes out and says, oh, wait a minute, we were totally, you know, wrong about this. And I'm actually going to do a presentation on that sometime in the future where we see that some of the people of respected people in positions of influence have made some, some major errors. Okay. But anyway, back to this. It's not easy for us to always kind of acknowledge that maybe we've made a mistake. And if people in general just kind of have this tendency to really be able to look at other people's arguments and quickly find holes in their arguments. The problem is that if I'm talking about myself, I might have no problem finding holes in your argument, but I might have some real blinders in finding holes in my argument. Okay, so I don't know how we kind of meandered from test taking to that, but we did. Anyway, that's for your information. Good luck with your test taking.